Hello students, how are you all? So we have started the chapter biomolecules, isn't it? So in biomolecules we have covered what exactly the biomolecules are defined, and we have seen how biomolecules are related to the life system or living system, how they play an important role in our body. All those things we have just defined them. Now today we shall start with classification of biomolecules. How do they have been classified? So classification of biomolecules. So classification of biomolecules, particularly if you consider here, they have been classified into mainly of three types. So mainly we have three types in biomolecules. We have monosaccharides, and we have second classification referred as oligosaccharides. Then lastly we have classification third type, that is polysaccharides. These are the three classifications we have with respect to biomolecules chapter. So monosaccharides are such molecules which cannot be further hydrolyzed and are mainly made of single sugar unit. So monosaccharides are molecules which cannot be further hydrolyzed. And they are generally referred as monomeric sugar units. They will be made of monomeric sugar units, are referred as monosaccharides. So we have oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides can be further hydrolyzed, or they can be divided into 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. So I'll write here, class of molecules on hydrolysis they will form 2 to 10 monosaccharide units. This is on hydrolysis, particularly when you consider oligosaccharides. If they are hydrolyzed, we are going to get 2 to 10 monosaccharide simpler units. So if you consider polysaccharides here, on hydrolysis we can obtain, on hydrolysis of polysaccharides we obtain more than 10 monomeric units. More than 10 monomeric units are formed. So this is how we classify mainly into three categories. And the first category, monosaccharide category, can be classified again into many types, that based on presence of number of carbon atoms. So we'll see in detail with this classification, as well we see examples for each classification what we have written here. Okay, so we shall begin with monosaccharides. So monosaccharides are simple carbohydrates which on hydrolysis do not form any simpler units. Based on number of carbon atoms, like we have, if at all number of carbon atom is 3, I'll write here number of carbon is, I'll write the number of carbon atoms, and how does they are going to be named one by one, we'll see here. So monosaccharides, generally they are monosaccharides having single sugar units, and they exist with either functional group of aldehyde group or functional group of ketonic group. If at all they have aldehydic functional group, what would be the name of them? We'll see one by one. Aldehydic group, so I'll write in detail. I need a place here, so better I'll consider this side. Monosaccharides with aldehydic group, aldehydes, or in presence of ketonic group referred as ketosis. So these are the two ways we could write. So if at all number of carbon atoms is 3, if you consider carbon atom is 3, then we call it as triose. We call it as triose. Ose is nothing but it is representing the sugar unit. We call it as sugar unit. So how does this aldehyde, triose with a carbon 3, how does aldehydic form of this one will be called? Then if you consider triose, we can call it as aldotriose. We can call it as aldotriose. Okay, this is how we represent aldehydic group of the triose. In the same way, if you consider ketosis, we can call it as ketotriose. We can call it as ketotriose. In the same way, if you have 4 carbon atoms, we call it as tetrose. We call it as tetrose. Ose indicates is a sugar unit. So here aldehydic group, if it is present, we call it as aldotetrose. We call it as aldotetrose. Then here ketotetrose. So like this we will be representing the monomeric units. Okay. So if you consider 5 carbon atoms, and the same naming goes, as we know, prefix for the 5 is pentose. So here we will be writing pentose due to 5 carbon atoms, and here we will be writing aldopentose. We call it as aldopentose. And here if you consider ketonic group, ketopentose. And a most famous one, that is our glucose simple monomeric unit, which is having 6 carbon atoms, is referred as hexose. We call it as hexose. And see here, with the aldehydic group, if it is present, we all know it is simple glucose structure, and we could be written it as aldohexose. We can write it as aldohexose. So we will study in detail regarding the glucose in this one. So I am writing the example here, aldohexose. We will be having the example of glucose. Okay. Then we have the next type of with a 6 carbon atom. It is referred as ketohexose. We could write it here as ketohexose. Okay. And the most famous one we study in detail in our syllabus, it is fructose. Fructose considered to be a ketohexose, where in fructose we will be observing the ketonic group, whereas in aldehydic glucose we will be having the aldehydic group. So these are the simple monosaccharides in which aldehydic group and ketonic group will be explained like this. Please write down this one. So with this, next we shall move to oligosaccharides. Second classification of molecules we have seen, it is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides, how we define? There are second classification I will write here, oligosaccharides. So oligosaccharides which on hydrolysis will form more 2 to 10 monosaccharides in it. 2 to 10 monosaccharides in it. Two to 10 monosaccharides units means there may be existence of 2 or more than 2 monosaccharide units with a single molecule. They are referred as oligosaccharides. So oligosaccharides, further we have a sub classification like disaccharides, trisaccharides and so on. If you consider disaccharides, here which on hydrolysis of this one we have obtained disaccharides with 2 monomeric units. So disaccharides, if you consider the example here, the example we could write here, it is sucrose. Sucrose is a disaccharide, which the sucrose which on hydrolysis will obtain 2 monomeric units, glucose and fructose. So C12H22O11, which is a formula for sucrose, on hydrolysis will form 2 monomeric units. So monomeric units which are obtained here, we have the formula C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. Find two monomeric units. The formula one for the is glucose and the other is referred as fructose. So these are the simpler monomeric units obtained on hydrolysis of sucrose, and we have the formula C12H22O11 is directly an example for disaccharide. Copy this.